G'day guys, welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk about snorkel pre-cleaners. What are they, how do they work, and are they effective? So stay tuned for today's video. Okay, so most of us are familiar with the typical snorkel. We put these on our cars to get a raised air intake and to help avoid water ingress into the air intake and to get cooler and cleaner air up high when driving in dusty conditions. What we're going to do today is fit a pre-cleaner to our snorkel. So what that does is replaces this typical ram head that we currently have on the snorkel, replaces it with this attachment here. So let's get that fitted up and we'll go through how it works. So as you guys saw, that was extremely quick and easy to fit. So it's a matter of undoing one bolt, taking the old head off, putting the new one on and clipping this one up. So let's go through how it works. There is a ring underneath here, which is where the air gets sucked through. It has plastic fins here, which causes the air to enter and then develop into a cyclonic motion within the filter. This causes the heavier particles such as dust and dirt and bugs and whatnot to get pushed to the outside. They then fall through a small gap at the top on the inside of the bowl here and fall over into the collection bowl. So let's take it apart and have a look. Okay, so let's go over how easy it is to maintain and clean these filters. It's just a matter of undoing a single wing nut at the top of the filter, removing the hat, and then picking up the collection bowl. From here, you can just tap it out and empty all the dirt and debris which will be kept in the collection bowl on the outside. From here, we can also see how the filter works. So the air is sucked up in a cyclonic motion within the interior of this bowl. The heavier dirt and dust particles are pushed on the outside and lifted up and fall over the top of this lip between the hat and the bowl, falling into this collection reservoir on the outside, allowing the clean air to be sucked straight through down into the snorkel. So now we've seen how easy it is to fit and how it works. I'm off to test this down on the Holland track in WA, put it through some dusty conditions, and I'll be back to let you know how it goes. G'day guys, so we're back from our Holland track now. It's been about 1,000 kilometres since we installed the pre-cleaner. So that's including a bit of highway driving as well. The Holland track itself that we've just been on was only about 200 kilometres of unsealed road and track. So we're not expecting to find that much, but we're still going to take it apart today, have a look, see what's inside and see how effective it actually is. So let's get onto that and we'll go through it. So the first thing we notice about the pre-cleaner is the colour. So the dust and dirt that is collected during the trip has turned it this sort of murky, opaque colour as opposed to the clear plastic it was before. So let's have a look and see what we've got inside. Okay, so there we go. Straight up we can see there's quite a bit of dust and dirt on the inside of that collection bowl down the bottom there. But another noticeable feature is this interior side of the collection bowl. It's got a fine layer of dust in it, as you can probably see there from me wiping my finger on it. It's collected a little bit there. Considering the few kilometres we did on unsealed track, I've got to admit it's been fairly effective. So I'll try and get some close-up shots there and show you what's inside this bowl here. Guys, as we can see there's quite a bit of dust and debris stuck in there, quite a few bugs, a couple of little leaves and bits of pieces, but a lot of fine dust as well, which would have been picked up on the Holland track. So overall, I've got to say, the pre-cleaner has been fairly effective in doing exactly what it's designed to do. So let's get it cleaned up and put the back together again. So the pre-cleaner's all back installed again, back on the car, all cleaned up. I gave it a wipe down just with a cloth after we've tipped out the heavier dirt, and you can see it there just how much it's brought up as well. So that's just some of the finer dust stuck to the outsides of that collection bowl. Look, my initial thoughts, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's only been 1,000 kilometres it's been installed on the car, and it's picked up all of that dirt we saw earlier. So that dirt there is just now not inside that factory air filter. It's just going to help prolong the longevity of the factory air filter and in essence save us money in the long run, plus help the engine breathe a little easier between trips and while forward driving. So overall, pretty happy. A couple of questions I got about it while I was out driving was just about the size of the pre-cleaner as well. So in my case, I'm running a 200 series Land Cruiser. So this is a V8 twin turbo diesel, and that's paired up with the Safari R-Max snorkel. So that snorkel's a 4-inch diameter snorkel, so it's quite large. Being a twin turbo, they do suck through a fair bit of air. Look, when you're revving the car high with the window open, you can hear the air being sucked through these fins here on the bottom. However, the last 1,000 kilometres, I haven't seemed to notice any power increase or decrease. So overall, pretty happy with the performance, and it's probably why I'll be keeping it on for a bit longer. Well, just in relation to choosing a pre-cleaner as well, you just need to make sure you choose your size correctly. Pre-cleaner too large won't develop that cyclonic motion within the interior of the collection bowl there, and it'll just cause the air to go straight into the fins and down into the snorkel, and it won't collect any of that dirt. And a pre-cleaner too small will restrict the airflow. It will create too much pressure inside the filter and only allow a maximum airflow into the engine, which could potentially starve the engine. So just make sure you choose the correct size for your vehicle. I'll put a link in the description below in relation to this one here for the R-Max snorkel. But overall, for $100, I think they're fairly effective, and maybe down the track I'll do a long-term review, maybe say about 5,000 to 10,000 kilometres and see what it's picked up then. But for now, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.